educational assistant, a change of status to an educational assistant. At McDowell Intermediate, resignation of a social studies teacher, recommendation of a tech ed teacher. At McDowell Senior High School, we have a recommendation for a chemistry teacher. We have a change in salary for a biology remediation teacher. And at Moquett Education Center, we have recommendation for an accounts payable secretary, full-time educational assistant fiscal, a change from an office assistant to a curriculum secretary, recommendation for a school psychologist, a part-time custodian. And these are in addition to the items that were at your place for the committee meeting. These items were in process at the time we had our committee meeting. They are now finalized.
Yes.
Okay.
A motion for that.
Take a motion.
Motion? Second.
Any discussion?
Yes, Dr. Dedish, part-time custodian for Asbury Woods to Mill Creek Learning Center. Can you
Yes.
describe?
Yes, that, I can describe that for you. That part-time custodian was the 3-hour person that was out at the Asbury Woods Nature Center working for us. He will not be absorbed by the partnership. They don't want him. They're going to use volunteers, so he is going to move to the Learning Center because we're going to be leasing the building out to the Sarah Reed Partial Program, and we are going to need custodial services out there. So he's just transferring from Asbury Woods Nature Center to the Mill Creek Learning Center and maintaining the 3 hours.
So he was on our employment
Correct.
here in the district
Correct.
from Asbury Woods. Anyone else that we're paying over at Asbury Woods?
At the Nature Center, after the purchase, we will still be funding the educator, and we will be funding an ed assistant position to continue doing our educational programs out there. Those two positions, I'll wait till I'm looking at Aaron A's on, but I'm pretty sure those will be the only two that we will be funding at the Nature Center after the partnership purchases that property.
Which is part of the agreement that we approved previously. There's an operations agreement that addresses that.
Well, the previous board approved it.
Correct. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay. A motion on the floor. We have a second. We have discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. I'm going to bring forward 9.03 through 9.07 as a block. As we had discussed in executive session, these are the agreements for technical support, school psychologists, educational secretaries, educational assistants, and the classified personnel. I would ask for a motion for approval for those.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. 9.08 is, would ask you to approve an agreement to be reimbursed from PDE for a student that we are going to enroll in a program through Edinburgh University. It's Success Basis Summer College Academy. Why we have to ask for your approval to go get money, I'm not sure, but we have one student that we are going to pay the $500 to have the student enroll in the program, and PDE is going to reimburse us for that. So I would ask for you to approve that agreement with PDE to reimburse us for that student.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. Last one, 9.09, would ask you to approve the food service budget. Food service revenue would be $3,059,318.29, and the expenditures would be $3,152,056. And the child development budget revenues would be $1,437,326.28, and the expenditures in the amount of $1,226,000. Aaron, these numbers, you're killing me with cents. He's got to take everything down to cents. I just said to him today, can't we round? The IRS rounds, can't we round? You know what he said? That wouldn't be an even 2%. That's what he said. So I apologize. Let me do child development again. Revenue, $1,437,326.28. Expenditures, $1,226,724.31. And I would ask for your approval of those two budgets.
I'm sorry, I just want to point out, just a few years ago in our child development budget, those numbers were usually backwards, weren't they?
Yes.
Big time.
Correct.
Yes.
Another nice correction.
I do see that we are backwards on the food.
Yeah, and that's a result of, we have to invest in a walk-in freezer and a dishwasher. So really, our food service fund is gonna make money this year. They'll go to the fund balance, for which we'll just use to invest in those types of things. That's primarily why they won't be profitable next year.
Okay, let's get a motion on
Oh, so moved.
Second. it. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you.
Thank you. That's it for me.
Okay. New business, board member study request. We have two of them today. Okay. Number one, the item, Superintendent Hall's goals and standards for school year 2014-15, and the written objective-based performance evaluation by the board. That's the first one. I'll take them separately. If somebody wants to make a motion or not, either way.
I'm confused, because somebody wants,
Before we discuss, somebody has to put a motion if they
I
choose.
move
If
to,
they
for
choose.
the first.
Okay.
Both of them, actually. Now that we,
she's doing them separate, right?
no.
Separate. You're doing them
So
separate?
I'm doing them separate.
Okay. I'm going for the first.
Just make sure.
Second.
Okay, now we can have comment. So, whatever comments need to be made.
Mr. DePlacido, just a statement which was taken out of context is puzzling to me. So can you describe what you have put into the agenda?
I copied what you wrote.
No, you did not.
So,
No,
if
you did not.
Then, this is what I took
Then-
out of your,
Then you're
email.
voting on something that no one has any knowledge base. You took it out of context, which there was one citizen that took my presentation out of context, which I will be addressing under board remarks. So how can you vote on something when the board doesn't understand what you wrote?
well, I don't know how clear it could be based on your
Okay.
email. That's what it is. So, if there's any other discussions, apparently,
The discussion is what I wrote in a email correspondence to you. Now, as far as I'm concerned right now, I would table this.
Is that a motion?
is that a motion?
Yes?
Well, we have a motion on the floor.
You can always make a motion to table.
Okay, make a motion to table.
I'll second
Very good.
table.
Any discussion on the tabling? All in favor of tabling,
I,
say aye.
I,
All opposed? Great. Okay, the second one, contract or retirement agreement for Agnew Robert J., which delineates the payment of medical benefits of $1,485.60 as listed on the June accounts payable report, check number 4627 on the June 2016 accounts payable report.
Make a motion.
Second.
Okay.
All right, I have a question. How long has this guy been retired?
A while.
Let's see, you've had Solomon, Maynard, Gold.
Many years.
Oh, it's a
Long
long time ago.
Right.
And so there must be something that somebody has in writing to back up why this payment would come about this many years later? It came from somewhere, right?
Based on a contract.
Okay, so he, I mean, I guess that's what I'm asking, there's a copy of that somewhere? Oh,
That's
it's-
what the request is.
Oh, okay.
The request is to research
Try
and
and
find
find
a
it.
contract, and I still provide that to the
in front of